Hey y'all, I hope you've had a good day today. I really do. Those of you who remember me hitting a turkey with my truck and it breaking my window, I get that fixed on Wednesday. Yay, yay, yay. Happy about that. But all these things surrounding Summer's case is so heavy. I mean, it's affected so many people's lives. I mean, not just the people who have fallen in love with Summer and want justice for her, but all the people that surround Dawn and Candace's life all these years. It's affected their lives too. Now, some of these people have voluntarily put themselves in the middle of the situation, which leaves us all thinking, well, why did you do that? And why do you act like you have all this information but never really reveal any of it? You got Tim Mullen, who still don't know why he's there and why I think his motivation could be money, but there's something really strange about him as well. But all these people, their lives have been affected in one way or another. And I realize that a lot of people, don't want to talk about the things that are being revealed on YouTube. But the reason that that's happening is because Summer still is gone. We don't know where she is. And it's haunted us for a year almost. And I'm hearing, there's threats made towards people who want to go to this vigil. And why is that? Maybe, I guess, because we've talked about them, but my gosh, their record makes us look at them. I mean, we're just trying to find out where this little girl is, and it's so sad. And I think about little Michael Vaughn and this little boy in the suitcase and all these children that are disappearing. And why are there so many children disappearing? It's really bothersome. And why is it people like Frank Light and others, and there's other people in that area who have not been caught or doing the same thing. That's just my opinion. So there's probably 2-3 times the amount of people in that area that we even know about. And why is, I keep thinking, like, why are there people that do these things to children? It's hard to comprehend. It's really disturbing how you can take just the most pure, the purest of innocence, and just brutalize and screw up somebody's life. And the sad thing is, there's a whole bunch of adults out here who have been SA'd and been through domestic violence, and they're just everywhere. I can't wrap my head around why the law doesn't crack down and make this more public, more education. I worry about everyone's child. Since Summer came up missing, it's like and all of this has just come flooding to me, and I didn't even realize. I mean, I knew it goes on, but not to this magnitude. And then they just, like, I was just, what was it? I just was reading something on the news, and they let someone out on a $10,000 bond. That isn't enough. If there's just a revolving door for these people who are hurting children, then, you know, what's to deter them? You know what I'm saying? You know, I've told you, I think, let's ship them all to an island. Let's tattoo a P on their forehead. Let's brand them like they do our children that are sucked into human trafficking. They brand the children. These people have no morals, no values, no regard for human life, that they could do something like that to a child. So why is our court system, and it's not just the United States, it's everywhere. I don't think we should be slapping them on the hand and sending them back out to hurt another child. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that has ever been abused goes on to abuse. I don't believe that. Because I believe that there are people out there that have been abused and said, you know what, I would never, ever want another human being to go through what I've gone through. There's lots and lots of people like that, and they want to be better for their children. But it's the monsters that are out there that are hunting our children. It just repulses me. And honestly, as bad as it sounds, I say put a bullet in their head. I mean, I'm sorry. You hurt a child, no. It's not okay. It's not okay to raise children around those kind of people as friends, as people who come to your house. I have heard there's a picture circulating. Now, I haven't seen it. I want to see it. It's supposed to be a picture of Frank Light and Summer holding hands, walking somewhere. If anyone's got that, please email me. I mean, because, like, that would absolutely just, that would floor me. Summer is so important to us, and this little girl deserves justice. She deserves it. Where is she? And where is Michael Vaughn? Where are these children that just disappear off of the streets, in their yard? Where are they? Now, I think there's people that know where Summer is, what happened to her. I believe this wholeheartedly. And it's sickening to me that whoever these people are, I guarantee you they're well aware of what we all think, and they're following every little thing. But they're so cold-hearted that they won't even help bring her justice. And how bothersome is that? It's like no regard for human life. This little girl didn't ask to be born into that situation, and yet here she is. And here we are every day hoping and praying that there is one little piece of information out there that turns this whole thing around. You know, I was thinking, I hope with everything in me that all the attention that Beechcreek and Rogersville is getting in Hawkins County and Sullivan County, I hope that forever that area is changed. And it is never, ever again allowed to be this area where all this grungy stuff happens and people just look the other way, sweep it under the rug. It doesn't, you know, all the drugs, all the garbage that happens down there. We know Summer has changed her brother's lives. And I always say that I hope they're doing well, and I do. But it is exhausting trying to figure out what happened to this baby. Not this lovely young woman, not this young adult, as some of these people have said. This was a little 5-year-old girl that just basically turned 5 when she went missing. It isn't fair. And you know, if someone in that area did something to her and we're picking them apart, I don't really feel empathy for that, because they don't care enough to speak up for Summer. I did see a bust. I think it was El Paso, Texas, and I haven't had a chance to read it because I've been on the road all day today trying to do some things. But saved 40 kids. Praise God. But what these kids are going to have to go through from here on and for the rest of their life, what they're going to have to endure, the memories, the pain, all of that, I can't imagine. And I saw a story about this woman and this man who, I'll have to do a story on that because that's really awesome what they do. They opened up a tattoo studio, right? And all these children, adults, young adults that have been exploited and used and treated like they are nobody, and they're branded by these sick individuals. They are going back free of charge for them, and they are tattooing over that and giving them like a nice design, like a rose or whatever they want, free of charge. And I've seen, and I'm getting choked up just seeing the reactions of these people after getting that covered up. They're in tears and so grateful, because it's like they're trying to put behind them this horrible situation that they had been in for years, from one person to the next to the next. And I hope that that's not something that happened to Summer. I really hope that didn't happen to her or Michael or anyone else. But it's happening too much. It's happening more often, and it seems to be the violence level that I've seen just since I started following Summer's case is sickening. I mean, it physically makes you sick to your stomach. And I know know there's a lot of people out there fighting and stuff like that. And I know that I say things and I try to be more on the respectful side because, you know, we don't know exactly what's happened or who's involved. But some of these people I can't be respectful towards, like Frank Light. He is an evil man. And I do have a problem with someone befriending them who has children. That bothers me. That's why I think branding is a really good idea, because at least it gives you a running start. Oh, look who's coming. Let's take my kids somewhere else. Let's take them another area. Let's get out of here. Get away from them. And you know, I'm not the kind of person that wants to get into disagreements and arguments with other creators. I'm really not. I mean, I do have some pretty solid feelings about some things, and I do try to give both sides when I'm talking, but sometimes you just can't do that, like Frank. He's subhuman. He's got no feelings. He's got no regret. He's got no compassion. And I got nothing good to say about him. And I don't understand people sticking up for him. And that's just my opinion. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't understand the inconsistencies with Dawn and Candace's story. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's just say for a moment that they really didn't do anything with Summer, right? But I think they know something. I mean, they could be scared of whatever they know. I believe that could be true. But the love of your daughter should trump that. The love for your child should be greater than a fear of a human being, because if they didn't do anything and they just know something and they don't say, you know, the police can protect them if that's the case, but they are choosing not to come forward, and that's a problem if that's what it is. If there's so many ifs. Wow, there's something really big going on. Anyway, I don't know. I just, so many people care about this little girl and Michael. I'm not just saying Summer. I mean, it's all the missing kids that's got me all bent out of shape, and it's all the SOs and the RSOs that's just got me bent out of shape. And it really irks me to no end that there's not stricter laws when it comes to children. It isn't right. I have friends that have been SA'd, and what they go through on a daily basis is unacceptable. It should never have happened. And they deal with it every day. It's not like you know, you get punched in the eye by some abuser and that goes away. Yes, things linger depending on what you go through, right? Things linger. But when you destroy a child in that manner, you are destroying a person and hurting them for the rest of their life, because that's really something hard for a person to get over. And I don't think you ever do. You get counseling, you cope, you learn coping skills to deal with what this abuser has done to you. And a lot of times they never see justice because too scared to talk. You know, a lot of times family members will sweep things under the rug. And that's what Beechcreek is. Beechcreek to me, in my mind, is like a big freaking rug. And everything that goes on over there just swept under the rug. Everybody looks the other way. Well, I'm happy that they are getting so much attention, because I think it's a well-deserved area, and who knows if all this attention won't save another child in that area. And maybe, just maybe, I like to think that there could be some real change, and people don't have to walk around in fear of upsetting the local drug dealer, or walk in fear for upsetting the local RSO because they're so violent. And maybe, just maybe, all this attention is, I hope, having people take a hard look at the law enforcement in that area, because I think it's like, you know, like I'm in a small area in North Carolina, okay? And for years and 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 years, as far back, it was the good old boy thing that we had one sheriff forever. And I know things got swept under the rug. I've seen it because I'm local. And people don't talk about it. And it goes on for generations. And just like Lawson's father was sheriff before Lawson. And Lawson, I think I read he's been in 40 years, 42, something like that. Nobody even runs against him. He's also the warden of the jail. Come on. And even some of the detectives are related to, oh gosh, I'm not going to go there. I didn't mean to rant this long. I just was coming on just to take y'all on a ride with me and just tell you a couple things that I was thinking. But I really hope there's change, and I hope that all this deviant behavior that's down there comes to a stop. I think some of those people down there shouldn't even be walking the streets. And that's just my opinion. They're not safe for children to be around. Not safe for women to be around. Just an evil heart. And my prayers to all the victims out there. I send you my love, my prayers. as much as I've been through with my domestic violence, and he assaulted me that way too, but you know, not by a stranger or, you know, a family member or anything like that. And I think the most important thing that we can do is talk about it, educate each other, be allies, watch out for children. If you see something wrong, speak up. Don't be afraid you might be making a mistake, because maybe you're not, because it goes on everywhere. Oh, all right, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll be back on. I want to share that story about the tattoo people. That was so inspirational. And also, we should talk about the children that were saved out in El Paso. I'm just so happy that these kids were at least spared any more abuse. And I hope that they're going to get the help they need. So, talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back with you.